Coming up next, live from the Oval Office, President George Bush addresses the nation. The president is expected to outline his recommendations to curb the importation, distribution, and use of illegal drugs.
Turn on the evening news or pick up the morning paper, and you'll see what some Americans know just by stepping out their front door. Our most serious problem today is cocaine, and in particular, crack. Who's responsible? Let me tell you straight out. Everyone who uses drugs, everyone who sells drugs, and everyone who looks the other way. Tonight I'll tell you how many Americans are using illegal drugs. I will present to you our national strategy to deal with every aspect of this threat, and I will ask you to get involved in what promises to be a very difficult fight. This is crack cocaine, seized a few days ago by drug enforcement agents. It's as innocent looking as candy.
It's not very polite. I wish you good luck. You don't wish it back to me?
Making moves without the ball, feel like I'm old chef. In the trenches selling blow, like I'm Johnny Depp. They steady asking why them crackers ain't signed me yet. But truth be told, they don't know where to find me at. I'm somewhere whipping coke where it's grimy at. Yeah, they take that shit right to the country.
Many questions remain about the invasion and its impact on the people of Panama. The country still suffers from drug trafficking and international banking scandals. The newly elected government is considered weak, and the issue of just how many civilians were killed during the U.S. invasion remains unresolved.
Slow motion better than no motion. He tried to get it on consignment. What the fuck he smoke? Feel like the dog, not the goat. You already know my slogan.
To help fight the war on drugs are the drug dealers themselves, and they're protecting those who are trafficking drugs. You don't want to change. You should not want to keep on doing the same old thing.
I got that 88 crack. The fiend say I'm chosen. I'm the chosen one. Chrome hard shades, feeling nerdy. I'm at the game, level on like Birdie, nigga.
Check this out. You're not going to college.
Give me everything I rap about. A lot of shit I rap about comes from Willow Road. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough area. If you can survive on Willow, you basically can survive anywhere for real. Southeast in general, the city in general, DC in general, you gonna grow up fast. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a fast city. But yeah, it instilled a lot in me though. It definitely did. Welcome to the Deans. Geraldine's apartment, Willow Road, 4305, 4313, and 9, Bellevue Street. You hear me? That's where I get a lot of this shit from. I just got finished doing this interview. Taco Talk
CB, man. Hey, man, say, man, thanks for pressing play, man. You tuning in with the voice of the youth, Paco Panama, SJ World Film. Doing Paco in here, man. Just dropped Dog Father. That's just amazing. Like, just some amazing crank if you could tap in. If you don't know, we also in Washington, D.C. right now with some nice sheets and funnel. I'm a classic, man, smoking hemps. You know what I'm saying? This is how we living. We got some funnels, some nice crunchy 2-4 original funnel.
See, what I gotta do is I gotta hear the beat, and the beat tell me what kind of direction I want to go with the song. And Lava Lamp is just a title. The song about a lot of shit, but Lava Lamp is just a title because the last bar I said mix the oils with the water, shit look like a lava lamp. So that was catchy. So I just named the song Lava Lamp.
You know, when you're in school, you learn different levels of literature.
Yeah.
You know, you might start off with like poetry. You might start off with the Goosebump books, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. You know, Paco on some the equivalent to some trap Greek mythology. You know what I'm saying? Damn, like what you just say?
Yeah.
You said he said I'm the hood's Price is Right. Bob Barker. What?
Yeah, man. About to get this shit done. 95. Whole lot of fucking.
Look, you gotta get my man shoes and then get my man shoes. Like they really got, we in DC with the 990s on. You know what I'm saying? Like really different. New Balance. You know what I'm saying? We really got different shit going on. Those not 990s, but they look like 990s. You hear me? You never know the difference, but we in the city getting busy. You hear me?
You still shooting this one? What you been on since they've been recording?
I remember I was selling 2 for $5, then I turned it to a brick. It's the realest shit alive, and it's 26.5. Come and get on while they fly. I see looking over my shoulder in the kitchen. Now I done missed $100 play while the coke drying. From the first to the third, I done read her 4 times. Auntie said this shit a missile. You ever seen a dope line? I ain't think so. Nigga, we got hard saw weed in that dino. Turn Pop's house to a crack house. She been shooting since the 80s. I'm surprised that she ain't died yet. Soldier rag wrapped around my neck. I'm in the project. Riding in this rental rock. Nigga, I don't need a scat. I got my hands on some fit that's gonna really get the streets back. If I hit you with a 7 days, I'ma need that. I might pass me out some testers, let the junkies give me feedback. Tryna cook a deuce, auntie geeking, mom relax. 90 days clean, came up with her, then relax. Bitch, I need my money, not love, you can keep that shit. Nah, for real, yeah. Motherfucker, drop yeah, brick with a stamp, if not, then it's chant. Feel like my arm got a cramp, fuck it, sell it while it's damp. If you touch it and unwrap it, you can't get $1 back. Mix the oils with the water, shit look like a lava lamp, yeah.
I could have chosen to go up to the U.S. and do things the right way. And maybe I would have landed on my feet. By now, I'd probably be a homeowner after 30 years of working and doing the right thing, paying my taxes. I probably would have had everything I needed. Who knows, right? But my American dream was, I'm going up there and I'm gonna gangster this shit. I knew that if I stayed in Panama and I continued to do the things that I was doing, that eventually I was gonna wind up dead, you know, because most of my friends that were living that same lifestyle, most of them were killed by the police before they even turned 18. It was crazy. And it was under Noriega's dictatorship. I was always attracted to the outlaws, or the people who were outside, you know, going outside the norm. Now, Julito was one of these, he was a little older than me and my counterparts, I think by like 5 or 7 years. So we used to kind of look up to him and some other guys in this age bracket that were considered like superstars in the ghetto right down there in Santa Cruz. Julito went up first with another one of his friends that I also knew named Rigo. And they went to another guy that was a little older than them from our neighborhood named Poli. And he had like a serious operation already in effect up there in New York and Brooklyn. I'm talking about coke, right? Now in '85, I'm in prison in Panama. I spent a couple of months in the adult system. And I got out in December 1985, and I talked to some of my friends. They're like, yo, we going to the U.S. We're leaving them doing this. They showed us pictures of them with cars and jewelry, this and that. I said, man, I want to go too. I crossed the border in the trunk of a Lincoln Continental.
My name is Coke, you know, aka Cocaine. Used to go by Coke Made It. Producer, engineer. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a rapper, not all the time. I got a couple songs out there with me on the features and stuff like that. Couple cool shit there. Me and my dog Juvie, co-owners of Track House Studios. We made Track House Studios about 2-3 years ago at inside of another studio, and then about a year and a half ago, last April, is when the studio had burned down, caught on fire in the bathroom. That's what the firefighter said. Set fire started in the bathroom. Nobody knows. Nobody even had insurance. Then we was out without a studio for like 2 months. We was trapping out motels, recording niggas out motels, recording them at their crib, shit like that, until we found our own spot. But rest in peace, Smoke. He was the owner of Hit Factory. Like right after, a month after Hit Factory caught on fire, he got killed like right up the street from right where we are right now. Yeah, like 5 minutes. 7-Eleven. Shoot, I don't even know what to say about Smoke no more. For real, bro's a good nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bro got money, had his own business, had shit working. So it's just like, in some aspects I want shit that he had, you know what I'm saying? So goals I got, I really want to go platinum, you know, as a studio. We want to just make this like an open creative space for like the whole DMV, cause me and Juvie, I told you to do the, that's who I own the studio with, my dog. We was on the way to Atlanta, and he started playing Paco music. Mind you, this is when 1008 Grams first came out, so he's like, this Paco Panama, whoop-de-whoop. So I'm like, shit, where bruh from? We thought he was from Detroit. The whole time we found his Instagram and shit, found out he from the South, from Willow Road and shit. So I'm like, oh, I had sent him a DM. He ain't never opened that shit. It's crazy. Then we brought my man Bundles in this joint. As soon as Bundles get here, Bundles, you know, he well connected and shit. So he had DM Paco on some manager shit, like trying to be his manager and bring him in the studio. So boom, as soon as he hit him and bring him in the studio, I see Paco. I'm like, what's up, bro? I've been trying to send you beats and shit free. He's like, for real?
This is a good nigga to talk to for the documentary too, cause he been around from the beginning, so he's seen everything.
Damn, Paco, how long we knew each other for? Been like since 2012, 11, somewhere around there. I always used to listen to it first. You know what I'm saying? Since he had some shit on what the fuck was that first? What was that first platform you was using?
Like
Dat Piff and shit like that.
How'd you first meet Paco?
Just know it's family business, man. It's all family. This all family, like yeah, just know cuz ain't here right now, but you know, business. Family business.
Family business.
Selling rock for them blue faces. Jewish lawyer for them new cases. In Cali trying to spend more than a night. Take a trip to see how we gon'. Hold on, run that back right there.
I'm about to see that. And he always come here asking the most randomest questions.
Like, bro, literally, it's like every time he cracked the door, can't get him. Always fresh out of sleep mode. You hear me?
I be down for the count when I'm in my session for this shit.
How the fuck somebody missed the toilet, bro?
Okay, so yeah, I'm just in the session. You know, we just chilling and stuff, man. I go to the back bathroom, man. You know, I just see it like a whole like streak of shit, just like it was just like sliding into the bowl or something, like on the back side of the toilet. I'm like, bro, what the hell? Bro, please tell me you seen that shit.
I just got in here.
Somebody tried to hover. That's what it was. They tried to hover in the real. I don't know, bro. It's real shit on the toilet seat, bro.
They put the tissue down and sit on the motherfucker.
I need some wipes, bro. And some gloves.
Little running butt ass niggas.
I seen these young niggas in the spot, they whipped out the sticks. I'm like, oh, y'all niggas tripping. I ain't about to kill each other in this jump. Like, if I get the touch, took the gun from quick as shit. I said, nah, y'all about to box, though.
The DC niggas was only smoking weed, maybe popping E-pills, you know what I'm saying? Or we in boat, maybe smoking that boat, but don't even worry about that. Like, that ain't even cool, so don't do that.
Do not do no fucking PCP. Smoking some weed, smoking some weed or something and cool out, man. Don't fuck with that shit.
Don't sip drink.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with drink. Sip your drink, that's cool. I ain't really saying
sip responsibly, that's all.
Sip responsibly.
Before you do all that, make sure you run up a bag first so you can tolerate your habit.
Yeah, nigga, so check us out. This is what we do. Nigga, yeah, man, trouble on the ones and twos. What's up, cuz? How you been, man? No, I've been preserving myself. That's what I'm about to tell everybody from now on. I've been preserving myself.
Hey, look, put the camera on him, K. That's one of my favorite rappers. When he want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm about to do my best smoke chopper on fresh. I got them pipes coming out on the boat. I gotta do that. I gotta get some more drink in me. Hold up.
My name's Smoke Charbro. You know, Big 4-6 Dr. Bash himself. I started rapping just cause I just got tired of seeing motherfuckers do that shit the wrong way, basically. Like, I be around people that rap already, and I see them like, And I'd be like, say this, bro, say that, or feel like they should have said this or should have said that. And it's like, man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna start saying that shit myself. I was hanging around my OG Jizzle, and that's his man. Like, that's his real everyday man. Like, but I always looked up to Jizzle. Like, when I was a little ass kid and shit, I used to come from school, watch Jizzle videos and shit. And once I like really like grew up just a little bit, I started hanging with him. And Paco really his man. So one day Paco came up with Dean's fly shit, the skimmies on, you know, pushing the bands, had like probably a dub on him, shooting a video, kicking his shit and shit. And I'm like, who is this nigga? He cool as shit.
He's a little kid, man.
That's what.
He's a little kid in my video.
Bro, that little nigga been packing that. He was little as shit with a big 4.5. Fuck out of there. That nigga ain't never been no little boy, man. Don't play with that, man, son.
Hey, you want to rap right there? You want me to do the first verse? Let me hear it.
Yeah, bro, you fucked my head up when I sang that.
Yeah, get that nigga on camera.
I'm gonna drink real bad. I'm gonna be with AMG starting the gas. I ain't cruising.
Yeah, I probably go right there. Right. Yeah, go ahead. Tell him to punch me in.
That's it, man.
You can punch me in, bro. What's your name again? Cool. I think he cooking that motherfucker up. I got real G bags, niggas still selling trash. Let me do it one time. I ain't said it, made that shit fast. I spit this week, you'll make that shit last. I got real G bags, niggas still selling trash. I said my struggle, I had to go get me some clear bags, and now I can put out my man. And smoke right and play, he's shocking, I'm there. If my nigga hold me, you know I'ma pass. I chase me a nigga down, make me crash. 14 putting in work, I want going to class. Now I'm trying to run away, I'm on the gas. I spend all my money on crazy and bad. Money every day, nigga, fuck what you had.
Yeah. Hey, dog that motherfucker, hold up.
Real bad. I miss my niggas. Ike, come on, Ike. Damn, that nigga cold.
I took a plane. He put me on a plane from there to LaGuardia. I took a cab from there, went to Brooklyn, met up with Julito and them. They took me out. And like a day later, they took me to this apartment. They said, we got to take care of some business. Come with us. So I went, and they had a bunch of money on the floor. And they said, don't stand there, help us count. Every time you reach 1,000, put a rubber band around it. And when we finished counting, it was 250,000 there. I look at these guys like they were gods. Younger kids tend to want to impress the older guys and show their worth, their value to the crew, to the team, to the gang, or whatever that is. And I kind of like went overboard with that when it came to violence and wars and stuff like that. It was insane, man. I used to stand in the middle of shootouts and won't cover myself. I'll just stand there and shoot or walk towards the people on the other end shooting. And I'm not bragging about it. I'm just keeping it real with you. Julito made a decision. He said, you know what we're going to do? We're not going to be prey. We're going to be the hunters. So we started taking down big Dominicans and Colombians and all them too. I'm talking about robberies. You know, we used to go to them and buy a large quantity of drugs and come back and double up and take everything. And we just started just wiping that shit out, bro. And I took so many keys, I can't even remember how much coke we took. So it wasn't like you know, like your average gang where they have like an initiation process. We wasn't that type of thing. We were more like a crew, you know? We were a crew of dudes. Of course, Julito was the top guy, but we didn't have that gang hierarchy. And we went to D.C. because a friend of Julito's had a situation down there with some Panamanians that came from Miami trying to take over his territory. And when we went down there to back him, when it was time to leave to go back to New York, he asked Julito, could I stay with him?
What are you, like a wannabe SoundCloud rapper or something? What the fuck is that? That looks like the most ratchet place in the world.
I like the ratchet places.
I'm sure you do. So what is this like getup? Is that like a fake Uber driver too? What's your name?
Paco Panama.
Paco Panama? Paco Panama. Paco Panama.
Google me when you get home.
No, I definitely won't.
Yes, you will.
My niggas, all with the stars. Oh yeah. Hey, Slim. Hey, Slim. Hey, what's up, Mo?
What's up with you?
Y'all looking sweet. What you want? What you want to drink? Huh? Some more? Okay.
I can smoke a little.
Yeah.
We got tape.
It's a good old time, yeah. How am I ask you what you want to drink if you don't got no tape?
All right.
We not logging on no music shit, bro. We logging on some street shit, you hear me? We in the trenches together every day in the project, you hear me? We hustling, we doing whatever we gotta do to feed our family. Taking turns, that day shift and that night shift, on the same court, same building, same crack house, you hear me? These our projects, man, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? It's another day in the hood, man. Trying to get some money. Make today be better than yesterday. Make tomorrow be better than today, you know? Fuck Carl. Carl is a bitch.
Where the fuck is bitch ass go at?
Fuck the house up. Get the house. Oh, you didn't know that? He busted windows and all that. He had cut the toilet line so we won't use the bathroom.
I'm trying to turn the water on.
All that, bro. You didn't know that?
Where you moved out of here?
He ain't been here in 2 days.
So where you went at?
I don't know.
Nobody know.
Are we, why should we catch up with this bitch ass?
I already know he probably uptown. Typical crackhead shit. Typical crackhead shit. When a crackhead can't get their way. You know what I'm saying?
All the motherfuckers that live around here, they gone. You hear me? The shit still fucked up, like how it used to be, like that unity and all that shit, like how we had before and shit. Like, you gotta understand, like, they shut this shit down, like, they closed it down, knocked it down, rebuilt the shit. Everybody who lived here for like 10, 15, 20 years, they gone now. So it's like a whole new motherfucking community. But it's still our community though, you know what I'm saying?
The MGM board.
They paid $3 million for them jumps. Gave everybody a check. So roll it out, bro.
Before the MGM board the jump, we walk in anybody's house. Like bro said, it was just more unified, bro.
I really don't know why the fuck they bought the shit, to be honest with you, bro.
They ain't do nothing but fuck money up.
They ain't do shit, bro. All they did was rebuild. Like, they ain't do nothing. They ain't build nothing spectacular. Ain't like they built some condos or something right here. They just changed the color of the motherfuckers.
Fucking bitch. What the fuck? Nigga don't got no dribbling.
These niggas can't do shit.
No.
God, I got a beautiful baby girl on the way. You know what I'm saying? She very healthy. She'll be here soon.
When you first found out you were having a kid, what was the first feeling that ran through your head?
Oh shit.
Was it like a good old shit or like a bad old shit? Or like an adventurous old shit or like a despair?
All of that shit.
Would you say it was euphoric or more?
I almost passed out for the first time in my life. Like, I ain't gonna say for the first time in my life, I'd have been crazy tired before, but like just from words, like I've really felt all the life, like not even just the life. I don't even know how to explain that shit. But I realized about like lightheadedness, all that shit, real quick. Like, I said, hold up, man, I gotta call you back. That shit cool though. I was straight after like 2-3 days.
That was definitely what
Shit, I started working here 3 days later.
That's why you was straight.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, literally, bro. I said, like literally 2 days of minor depression, trying to figure it out. I'm like, I don't want to raise my baby off no street shit. I don't want to be no straight up and down street nigga trying to raise a child. Shot my DM to the track house page. I already knew Juvie though.
Ride with a Drake, and then got shots at your face. I'm coolin' with face, coolin' with buns in a coat. See you when coolin' with Cleese. We doing this shit, it's too easy. I'm rapping this shit in the drop. You playing FIFA, got the walk in the cup. And you don't know what the fuck I'm doing till it's...
I met Jimmy when I went back to DC for the second time. So I met him through a kid named Roscoe that used to be part of Julito's crew before he went to jail. So we met And he said, you know, if you want, we could start off. You could give me a few ounces on consignment. So I said, well, you know, let's go talk. So we went up to the avenue by his mom's deli. We went in the back and we sat down and spoke. And we came up with a plan. What I had on me was a half a kilogram of cocaine, which is worth like $10,000, and a few weapons. So I'm flipping this, but I have some friends over there. So I went by them, and I said, look, I have a couple of thousands, but I have a guy that knows a lot of people that can help you move a lot of stuff in return, you know, y'all could front me a kilo or two to get on my feet from the bump. So they was like, all right, sounds good. So I introduced him to Jimmy, and Jimmy started doing his magic. So it was a drought, and these guys had it. And Jimmy single-handedly, within 1 week, what I could count, what I could see, just not counting what I couldn't count, I think he moved like over 300,000 worth of coke for them that week. You know, they immediately saw the value in him, right? And he became an asset to all of us. So in turn, you know, I worked my magic, and, you know, they did what they said was going to do. They gave me a couple kilos up front. We took it, you know, to the person who knew how to cook it. This person has a secret recipe that back then was a secret. Today, everybody probably knows about this. They do something called dry cooking the cocaine. You know, when you transforming the cocaine from powder to crack. So once these guys funded this to me, you know, gave me this on consignment, and we had this recipe with this lady, we started moving up quickly. It kept evolving for the better. You know, we spend a lot of time together on a daily basis because, you know, we building what we call our own little empire, you know. And in the process of doing that, we bonded. There's a lot of male bonding going on. So DC was like, I cannot say it. It was just like smooth, but I really, really liked the flow in DC. I like the vibe. I like the music. I like the food. I like how the girls handle themselves, you know, the whole thing. It's like the rest of the world knew that whenever they heard that sound came out of Chocolate City, out of DC. So how do you balance the two, right? All this good stuff about DC and the violence, that you have people who were childhood friends. I would kill their friends over money. So when I first met Jimmy, he was driving a Volkswagen Jetta 84, 83. It had some mileage on it. It was like, you know, one of them little old, what they call hoopties, right? If I had a BMW, I believe. But when him and I used to go do our business, we used to go in his car because I felt like the BMW was a little too flashy, you know, to be driving around with illegal stuff on you, you know. So we used to ride around in the Jetta, and it used to cut off sometimes. So sometimes we used to be in the car with some serious amount of drugs. And, you know, as I told you, I always have my weapons on me. So that's the last thing you want, is to be stranded on the streets with all this stuff on you. And I remember some days that car stopped, and we had to get out the car and push it. And, you know, and I used to be like, damn it, you know, we can't, you know, this can't be happening. We got to put this car in the shop. We got to fix this. This is unacceptable, you know. You know, I'm more anal. I'm more structured. I'm more, you know, strategic. That's kind of my role. But he had this thing about him, like, relax. Everything gonna be all right. We got this. Jimmy was a beautiful human being. I know anybody listening or watching this that haven't met anyone that was in that lifestyle probably said, I don't think nobody that's in that lifestyle could be a beautiful human being. But the bottom line is that good people make bad choices.
Yeah. Dog. Yeah. All my niggas with me like the Negro League. You got a lighter? Alright. Yeah, you know Show, that's my dog with me too, that's my need a Bentley coupe on that side street. D Money, that's I make money with my 4 hours, I'll be right back. Auntie calling for a nightcap. She said she trying to get her life back together. I don't think I like that, but whatever. One more time.
They know the coke I got see-through. They know the coke I got lethal. It made it fly like an eagle. I'm selling shit like it's legal. I'm still on Willa, ask your people. Yeah, you
This is black stuff on his face. You see that shit? No. It's been like shit, bro. This nigga ain't wake up yet. My name is Sean the Don. For some of y'all might know me for Paco Panama's Word Around Town. I met Paco through Coke, for real. I met him through Coke, man. Bundles reached out. Me and Bundles both reached out to him at the same time, but I guess he got back to Bundles because he had more to offer and stuff. So I met Coke about like, has it been 3 years yet? Damn, I think it's about to be 3 years. Probably 3 years ago. Hit Factory was like really crazy. Like they used to have stripper parties every Friday. It was crazy, bro. The Redskins used to pull up. It was really crazy in there, bro. So the Hit Factory had 2 owners. The one before I got there, he had passed away. He got killed, and then Smoke, he was running that when I met him. So the fire happened in 2021 in May, and then yeah, man, we was hoping we could get it back, but that shit messed up, bro. It was holes in the wall. So that was a money-making spot right there. I met so many people in there. Shoot, give us a couple more months, because we about to get another spot. To be honest, in the DMV, I feel like we all tight. At least that's how I feel. Everybody know each other, and we all try to support each other, too. There's nobody hating. I probably only had like 1 or 2 real run-ins, but my father, he had a whole nice-ass setup in his basement. R&B music. He was in a singing group. They were called Uncut. And one of my favorite beats I made probably like Locksmith by Lil Gray.
Yeah, you are, motherfucker. Where the fuck is my money?
Hey, Sean the Don, kill the track.
Rappers in general, but I know a lot of rappers from DC have like passed before they really got to get out of like the DMV area. Right. How does all that change how you move and how you like go about your career and stuff?
I mean, I move like I've been moving for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been one to be moving loose. So now I'm even more cautious because of my face. Everybody know my face now. So you just gotta move cautiously, you know what I'm saying? Try to move militant in certain situations, but not all. So you don't want to scare people off and shit.
You're planning to drop The Wire.
Yep.
So what's inspiring this? You're moving from, you know, like the Master P type of covers, now you're kind of going into, I see you got the Omar shirt.
Yeah.
So what's I guess your themes, like how are you kind of moving through?
Just time periods in my life, you know what I'm saying? The Wire, that's my favorite show. So I just be paying homage to certain shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if your neighborhood get behind you, that could give you some confidence. Like, all right, well, maybe I can do something. Like, people be saying, like, yeah, this shit motivate me to, you know what I'm saying, do this and do that. Not even just hustle. That shit be motivating people just get up in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
Get some money or something, do whatever they doing. Like my man right there, K, he'll tell you, he not from my background, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he go to Georgetown, like, and he say my music, like, inspire him. You see what I'm saying? So, like,
what advice would you give to like someone else who's coming up, who's trying to do similar things to you?
Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Don't try to go with what's popular. Just be yourself. That shit won't come out more authentic. You know what I'm saying? And just by being yourself, somebody won't be able to relate to it.
For sure. Any
I first met Yusef in Philly when I was in Philadelphia prior to returning to DC the second time. When I went to DC, he was the first one of my guys from Philly that I took with me. And I took him because I needed somebody smart that know how to move and adapt to new environments. And even though he was one of the youngest, he was one of the smartest. When it came time, when I made my mind up to start thinking about other options, meaning going legit, once again, he was the first one that I was taking with me to start establishing legitimate, businesses and stuff. Because at that point, even though I was like going on 25, I was thinking about getting out of that stuff. Everybody was just dying, literally. But what he was doing, I realized right away, like, how smart he was. And I don't know, even though at that young age, and as much crazy stuff as I was involved with, I don't know, somehow, I guess I saw that in him. You question yourself as a leader, even though we were all young at the time, but I was the leader. Whether I understood what leadership really was at that time or not, I was. I begged them to close shop down, stop selling, stop doing this. You put yourself in a situation where people know where you are because you at this place of business. Shut everything down. We were in a position where we could afford to do that. For me, his death wasn't just a matter of me feeling like some form of survivor's remorse. It was also, it was a sense of responsibility, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was my little bro. It was just too late. I was just in too deep, right?
So man, we built on Track House too. Same location, post fire, hit factory, in honor of my man Smoke. You know what I'm saying? I know he'd be proud. Everybody that's involved is a beautiful team that we got right here. And I just want everybody to love and appreciate what we building for y'all, for us, and for the community around.
Shit, I'm about to drop this truck off real quick. This shit on the clock.
Pineapple, bro.
Never had pineapple.
Pineapple on pizza, that shit is nasty. Bro, it's not supposed to mix, bro. It's not supposed to mix. You can't convince me otherwise, so.
Well, your head look like a pineapple.
Nigga, you are a pineapple. Sweet ass nigga. Ooh.
Bro, this shit is crazy. Having this shit is something, man. Damn.
Feast your eyes, K.
That Avalon is no joke.
Avalon vacuum tube compressor.
Nothing but a plug in, man.
One of the most legendary compressors of all time. Like, this is a vibe right now, I'm not gonna lie. It's a neat way all this shit paid out. Like, I met Juvie through my sister's baby father. Next thing you know, 3-4 years later, I start making beats and shit, and now I run into this man at his own stew, and he's like, shit, fuck you doing? I'm like, I ain't on shit. Like, there was like just the opening for, a new spot, coincidentally right by where the Hit Factory used to be. Yeah, it was this time. We've been all saving up. We've been really waiting on this moment for a while. Main part is finishing it and making it look sweet. Like, we gotta do a lot of painting, floors, insulation and stuff. I fuck with this thing though. This is probably the best gift for me here. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I wasn't expecting an open sign, but I really do be open. Like,
it's like rebuilding a dream that my man died with. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. That's really how I feel, for real.
That's what I feel like.
Because he had the super studio. We were really trying to get back.
It was a super studio, Chris.
There was only a matter of time before that joint was going to be like the studio for the DMV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we really trying to get the studio for the DMV because...
I know you'd be proud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like...
He'd definitely be proud.
We was... But not even that long. Like, when Coach started working for him, you was working at UPS. When I started working for him, I was a janitor, bro. I was cleaning up shit.
In 2 months, it's going to be 2 years.
You, bro? Really? In the year and a half time... That shit is mine. That's how I know we're doing God's work, bro. Can't no nigga tell me, bro. You used to work at Amazon. You was picking up boxes, nigga. When I met you,
hold on. At that time, it was with the driver. I was with the driver.
Still Amazon.
You working for Amazon, nigga? Fuck out of here. Niggas ain't doing that no more. You was making tacos. What the fuck, Shauna Donner? You made one of the biggest songs in DMV history, bro.
That is fact,
like,
bro.
in DMV history. Ding, ding, ding. You know what I'm saying?
It's shit crazy, bro. When I met Juvie, I was quitting my job like the same week he called me. So I put my 2 weeks in already, and Juvie's like, yeah, bro, like, yeah, man, I'm about to leave Chipotle. I'm looking for a studio. Juvie had open arms for me, so we've been locked in ever since, bro.
It is. I was telling him, y'all, if y'all have some extra like insulation, y'all might want to stuff it in the joint.
That's what I tried to tell you.
And maybe put the tarp up there so it won't be the ice.
Man, I'm about to stuff some foam in that joint. Go ahead.
Hey,
Y'all will never eat this place up. Oh, baby.
And I need my employees ask them what I say to them. I say the same thing my man said to me. I said, you gonna work for me or you gonna work for a white man?
The stripper jump.
Oh yeah.
He's one of those.
First jump that gobble him up crazy. He gonna be like,
I love her.
I mean, bro. I
love her.
I love her, bro.
we're soulmates.
It's my girlfriend, bro. You can find out all the time she's a stripper. And he's like, what? Pussy's been in everybody's face all week.
I can't see anything.
Hold on. I'm about to add something to that. Tell her what you want. Can I get 3 biscuits? Ray-Ban strawberry jelly, a blueberry lemon cream cheese pie.
Damn, but you good on
You
this
big
side.
shit,
nigga.
No, hold on.
It ain't that easy to see around.
Yeah, you good in this lane.
Shit like Robin Big. What the fuck going on?
Hey, Mo, you eating food already? Yeah,
You's
bro.
a vicious nigga. Why that biscuit look so small?
I don't know, I felt some vibes. So one day I said to Jimmy, I said, you know something, man? I'm kind of feeling some vibes. Like everything's just too good to be true. All this money coming in fast, everything going well, everything we try to do, everything we touch turns to gold. And I feel like maybe my time, my number's coming up, bro. Like, and if something happens to me, I want you to promise me something, bro. I want you to promise me that my family, you know, my kids and all that, they're going to live the way we want them to live. We take care of them, bro. He said, yo, what you talking about? Like, serious? I said, yeah. He said, well, you know what? I give you my word on that. But I want you to do the same for me. If something happened to me, I said, nah, man, ain't nothing gonna happen to you like that. No, because Jimmy never killed no one, which is a beautiful thing. He never, his soul was never tainted that way. And I kind of made sure that it remained that way. He tried to do a few things to prove like it's valid to me and the team, and I wouldn't allow it. One of the guys that Jimmy brought as part of our team, and he says to me, listen, this guy right here, you got to be careful with this guy. This guy, you know, he went to school with us, but he's running around, you know, robbing and killing, like even his childhood friends with this coke thing. Careful with this dude up there in the store. So I went over there after he left Jimmy, and they were talking, and I went out and said, look, I don't mean to interrupt, but I heard some things about you. I'm not here to say what you're doing or what you're not doing, and I really don't care. I really don't give a fuck. But what I am going to say to you is this. If something happens to Jimmy in the process of doing business with you, we're going to have a problem. And I looked at Jimmy and I said, you know something, bro? You know, you grew up with these guys and you're looking at these guys like, you know, the same kids that you knew as a kid, but they're not. So what happened was on Sundays, I normally used to shut down everything. And, you know, we would go to the movies and stuff like that. And, you know, as a crew, as a team, sometimes we took the kids and all that. On this particular Sunday, Jimmy was about to get a house. His son was just born. I think his son was like 3 months old, little Jimmy. I said, bro, you know, we're not doing that, so why don't you come over here by my house with your girl and the baby and you stay over here, and then tomorrow we all just leave and go see the house and christen it and, you know, celebrate. So he's like, cool, no problem. I kind of lost communication with him and he never came, and I kept beeping him. And so apparently that night he ended up at a nightclub with a couple of other those guys. The same guy that warned me about, he saw them at the club that night as well. But that night, I woke up in the middle of the night, in the morning, I should say, like 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up, it's like I was having a nightmare. And I woke up and it was like tears coming down my eyes. And, you know, my girlfriend that was living with me at the time, she got up. She said, what's up? You all right? I said, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I was dreaming about, what was going on. I'm crying. She's like, what? On my way to the store, it's almost 7 o'clock in the morning. It's probably after 7 now by this time. That guy that warned me about, he called me. He said, you saw the news? I said, nah. He said, they found a body in a BMW and it looks just like Jimmy's BMW. He said, matter of fact, bro, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I think that's his because that's the only 325, Burgundy 325 of the year with those type of rims that I've seen in the city. He got robbed, he got killed. He was trusting in a world that breeds distrust. Everything got dark. Everything turned dark from that moment. I transformed into this person that I was in New York, and those wars on Red Hook, those wars on Flatbush. I transformed into that. I went to his house. I went in his closet. I put on some of his clothes, and I went out hunting. I just wanted vengeance. And of course, I know now today that it doesn't minimize the pain. It doesn't fix anything. But in those days, that was my modus operandi. But I'm going to speak about this, not in a way to glorify, and my heart goes out to the families of the people who lost their lives in these tragic situations. Right. So Jimmy was found murdered on October 29th. So he was found in his BMW upside down, shot multiple times. The following day, the guy who allegedly did that to him was also found shot to death in his vehicle. I was ultimately convicted of that crime.
Poor niggas turn up rich niggas, and these rap niggas got the wrong mentions. Got these DC niggas with the wrong minutes. 58 moving militant with it popped down with the roof missing. T.O.B. on my bounce of business with my brother Butter. Got my niggas Sunny and we running good. And my boy Cutter rockin' with me.
He sent me that joke. Okay. Gold ain't sent me that song.
Okay, damn.
I be talking to niggas out London from him and shit. Like, motherfuckers be hitting me like, yeah, I discovered you from Brent and shit like that. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? That's what they probably thinking anyway, like, cause that shit happened like all in 1 week. Like, them niggas just was posting me like shit. Like, I was like, man, this shit look like I'm some type of industry plan or some shit. Like.
You know we gotta get the good eats. Just like you put gas in your car, you gotta put fuel into your body. I had a banana, a donut, an egg and cheese croissant today, like 5 mozzarella sticks, Italian ice. I got some twisted Fritos. I had a lot of bottles of water, and now I'm about to have a pepperoni and sausage slice of pizza from Three Brothers. Thanks for tuning in to the Paco Panama documentary, powered by Special K.
I'm about to send you the link. You send me the link and shit. Yeah, so we're in New York right now. I'm from DC. You hear me? Hold on, get there. I represent the city everywhere I go. These some little, merino. I stay with some little shit on. Dog takes on New York. The dog in New York.
I don't listen to rap that often. I listen to R&B. Hi, I'm Bruce. Yeah, so do you like Chinese culture?
I do. I like Kung Fu shit. I ain't gonna lie. I like y'all food.
What's your favorite Chinese food?
Fried rice. Oh, there you go right there, look. Hey, everybody, hold on. Hey, look, there you go right there.
So I met Paco's mom. Her name is Pamela. I saw her and I was just mesmerized by her beauty, I kept staring at her. I kept staring at her, and then she just like looked at me and said like, what? Like, so I was there in the delivery room. I had the honor of cutting the umbilical cord. I wanted to live this dual life, you know. I wanted to be this good father at home, but you know, on the streets, I'm this gangster, you know. She got to a point where, you know, my lifestyle was kind of like a little unbearable. Money coming in and out, and you know, you become unfaithful, and you know, it's constant danger lurking. You know, she made a decision not only based on her as far as the relationship, but also based on she had a son. She had a son with me, you know, and
like I said, my mother, she kind of a gangster. Yeah, shit. It was me and mom's, and you know, shit was a little rough at first. I remember she had this little gold rabbit. It was a little car, a little gold rabbit. It was just me and her. I was like maybe about 3 or 4 or something, but she had the thumbtacks in the roof to hold the roof up because the roof was falling in and shit. So I used to be in the back playing with the thumbtacks and shit. She was like, stop playing with the thumbtacks, my roof gonna fall. So yeah, it was rough, but my mom, she a hustler though. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never go without. And I said that in my music before too. Mama was a hustler. I never wore a hand-me-down.
thank God he has the type of mother that, you know, she's a go-getter. She's a strong, independent woman, and I was blessed to have a child with her. So I was arrested May 13, 1991, and it happened to be Mother's Day. I had a 4x4 on those days, so I had the truck full of balloons and flowers. I came and picked Paco up. At this time and point in my life, I am wanted by a task force that was put together in D.C. called Red Rum, murder spelled backwards. It consisted of ATF, FBI, and Metropolitan Homicide. I had no business with my son in a car with me, but, you know, I was living this I was a walking contradiction. They tracked me down that same day, and they arrested me with Paco in the car. Next thing you know, it's guns drawn all over the place. It's police units, FBI agents. It was madness. They surrounded the car. They went through the ritual. Paco in there crying, screaming. The FBI stepped in and they said, look, it's over.
Paco Panama, you can look me up on Google. One more time.
You gotta be like, Auntie, like I love you, Neff. Well, the feelings mutual.
Alright.
You might gotta say, you just gotta put the S on feelings.
I know. Yeah. Yep. He really kicking a lot of niggas' asses, bro.
Yeah, we on the radio.
We definitely on the radio. They play us every week on the radio.
Your favorite artist probably posting our music and shit.
I'm trying to tell you.
You know, it's a lot of shit
going
going
on. Pop your shit a little bit, bro.
It's a lot of shit going on, man.
But they playing Spawn on the radio though,
facts. Like that joint getting spins everywhere.
That joint getting spins on the radio. Like we ain't even planning for that shit. Like we ain't say like, oh yeah, this joint about to be on the radio. But that's another thing too. She was saying the same shit to me. Like we gotta start making some joints for that.
For the facts. Just all you gotta do is make a topic, and then just go off the topic, and then try curse less. This year already starting off crazy, for real. Niggas in a whole new building and all that.
Nah, for real. In the whole new studio. I know you did a little walkthrough of this joint already, so.
Yeah. Like, you just gotta be conscious about it instead of like just first thing off the top of your head type shit. That's all that shit really is.
But that was another thing off the bucket list. It's like, what more can the nigga do in the city? Like, what more can we do? Like, we done. I'm trying to think of what else did we like do, bro. Like, we did a lot of shit, bro.
We can't tell you.
We did a lot of shit in a short period of time.
It's music coming out, you know what I'm saying?
This shit like an 8-month run. Like, and I done did a lot of shit in 8 months. Like,
nah, for real. So it's just like, imagine what the next 8 months gonna be like.
Imagine what this year gonna be like.
This
shine on the camera.
My boy.
What's the word around town?
Trying to ask him to this?
surreal piece. You know who went to trial for 7 months in those days? John Gotti and Manuel Noriega. Come on. You know what I mean? The prosecutor, the government, they put on 42 witnesses against us. Right? 42 witnesses. Only like 10 of them were co-conspirators. And the rest of them were all like experts in forensics, the FBI, and this and the rest and the next. At the end of the trial, the culmination of the trial, I ended up with 88 years. The judge told me that he gave me the most because I was a leader. But I'm gonna tell you what I did experience also. I experienced like true brotherhood with some dudes down there that made me feel as if I was born and raised there. You know, if I say anything other than that, you know, it's a lot. Some shit you just gotta put to the side and just see people for who they really are. Paco, aside from being super talented, he's extremely resilient, you know, because to rise from the ashes the way he has, not having me around him for 3 decades, you know, I was gone for 30 years, I was in prison. And even though his mom did her best for us to always be in contact and visits and all that, it could never amount to, you know, the real deal, meaning me being there. So I know you went through some hard times. That's why I admire him so much as a father, because I really believe that he took what happened between him and I, as far as me not being there for him physically, as the motivating factor for him being the best father he could possibly be to his sons. And he also broke the chain, the cycle, you know. You know, Paco was going in that direction too, but he was smart. You know, he realized he had something with his music because he got it. He was born with it. Paco's destined for greatness. He's destined for it. And he's not going to boast about it when he get there. He won't just get there and y'all going to feel him.
The one.
It's inevitable.
Nah, for real, really the one. I done took so many losses, man, this shit could break your heart. Bumped my head so many times, I got a prostration mark. Baking soda, plates, razor blades, put that in my car. Always made my own way, shit, I've been hustling from the start. Rest in peace, my nigga Slick, I was hustling around the park. In that double alley, OG Naked showed me how to move. Hit a couple potholes, but after that, the road was smooth. First I counted 6,000, I was like, okay, cool. Then I ran it up to 20. Damn, a nigga in his groove. Show gave me all the game. Man, he really dropped jewels on me. D-Money, that's lil' bro. He gon' really move for me. Never thought I'd see the day, the way it drive them big toys. Shout out to the 1300 brick boys. Make a right on Willow Road. You could catch me with the team. We fell in love with the same bitch. Her name was Geraldine. She gave me everything I wanted. Man, she granted all my dreams. Man, I really love this bitch. It's so hard to leave this bitch. Now I'm rapping, now I got some fans. I got a lane switch. I treat my girl like the side, and you like my